y'all feeling today, young world? Y'all already know it's your boy, Vault Boy Fade, and I'm back with another question. And I would like to ask y'all, man, do y'all think it's a possibility that the Titan was a hit as well? And as some of y'all should know that Stockton Rush's wife was a direct descendant to the Strausses. You know, the Strausses, they was on the Titanic that night. You know, the older guy and the older woman who was in the bed together, and they, you know, the woman wouldn't get on the boat because her husband, they was the owners of Macy's. Well, they still are, but you know they not here. But they owned it Macy's. And do you think there's a possibility that maybe Rush was down there trying to find out something? Like I said, PH, he was connected to Triton, and all of a sudden, you know, he's over at OceanGate. OceanGate and Triton, they don't get along. So what was the reason for PH switching? You know, y'all gotta ask yourself these questions. And it almost seemed like it was premeditated. It's like everybody warned him, and then boom, it just happened. I'm quite sure this guy, I know he wasn't like no an expert on submarines, but this guy did build his own airplanes and all that. He was intelligent, and I'm quite sure he was intelligent enough that if he heard crackling noises over and over again, that I ain't gonna keep going down there. And mind you, they said these people got stuck on a prior dive, and they were stuck at the bottom of the ocean for 3 days. Why wasn't it a search then? Because apparently this time when they was descending, they didn't even hit the bottom. They lost communications, and they called for a rescue. Why y'all didn't call for a rescue when they were stuck for 3 days? Think it's a possibility they could have been hit by a torpedo, by an American torpedo. Maybe them Navy and all that didn't want them to know how the Titanic really went down. See, I think America fears that, you know, if Stockton was taking people down there as well, you understand? Somebody's going to eventually see something that the other people didn't see, you know? That's just quite natural. And you got to just take a look at this, The
last thing I want to say is that when Arnie Wiseman asked PH why he kept returning to the wreck, 37 visits, he died on the 38th, he answered, each time is totally different. You always see things you've never seen before. Well, on his 38th dive, PH did see something he'd never seen before. He'd not seen it coming, even though, like Stockton, he'd been warned and likely also felt insulted perhaps by those warnings. Pride comes, as they say, before the fall. In PH's case, sometimes it's important to speak up, even if it's not really your business to. When he was asked what good is it being down there in a defective sub, he said he might be able to steer them out of danger. But another way to do that was on the surface, before getting in. And so my question is this: wasn't PH Nargile, besides Stockton Rush, wasn't he in the best position to decide to scrub Mission 5? Others like David Pogue and Arnie Wiseman saw the signs. Why didn't he? And I think the answer is that cyclical failures are subtle, and the very nature of them is that you are able to do one more dive. And again, you can do maybe